Okay, so there's this massive shift happening, like right now, in how we all find products. The world we know, scrolling through Google, it's being replaced by something different, something faster, way more direct, and for a lot of brands, it's making them completely invisible. It's happening quietly, but believe me, the impact is going to be huge.
So, the real question for any brand out there, especially in a crazy competitive space like fashion, isn't just how do we rank on Google anymore? It's do we even exist in this new AI world? So, I'll ask you straight up, is your brand turning into a ghost?
Because check this out. A recent survey dropped this absolute bombshell of a statistic. 94% of direct-to-consumer fashion brands, and we're talking about brands with great SEO on Google, were completely, utterly invisible in AI recommendations. That's nearly everyone. They just weren't there. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The old rules are just gone. You can be number one, the king of the hill on a Google search, and still be a complete nobody to an AI like ChatGPT. It's like the two worlds don't even talk to each other. So what on earth is going on? Why are these premium luxury brands, the ones with all the history and marketing power, the ones getting hit the hardest? Well, it all comes down to something we're calling the paradox of prestige. And it's kind of wild, right? The very things that make luxury feel special are the exact things that make it basically unreadable to a machine. See, AIs want cold, hard facts, clear, structured data. But luxury brands, they thrive on beautiful, artistic descriptions, on ambiguity, on a feeling, and that stuff just doesn't work when a user asks an AI a straightforward question. Let me give you a perfect real-world example. There was this top-notch heavyweight t-shirt. It ranked super high on Google, but when someone asked ChatGPT for recommendations for a heavyweight tee, it got left out. And the only reason why? The product page described the fabric with all this amazing prose, but it never just stated the fabric weight, the GSM, as a simple number. So the AI couldn't prove it was heavyweight, and poof, it was gone. This whole thing leads us to this kind of spooky new concept for marketers, the AI dark funnel. Think about it. It's this black box, this invisible space inside a chat window where your customers are starting their shopping journey now. You can't track it. You have no analytics for it. You are completely blind. You're either in the conversation or you're not. So the bottom line is we have to play a new game. If you want to thrive here, you have to understand the new rules for what's being called the age of answers. It's a whole new playbook. And the difference is just night and day. SEO was all about getting links and cramming in keywords to get on page one. But now, with generative search, the goal isn't to be in a long list of blue links. The goal is to be the answer itself, to be the brand the AI actually cites. And you can't just throw ad money at that. That kind of visibility has to be earned. And of course, this new discipline has a name, Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. All it means is getting your digital house in order, structuring your content so that these AI models can find you, understand you, and most importantly, feel confident recommending you.
Now, you might be thinking this all sounds really complicated and out of your hands. But here's the best part. It's not. Check this out. A recent analysis found that a whopping 86% of the answers AI gives come from sources that brands control themselves. We're talking about your own website, your own product pages. This problem is absolutely solvable. You're in the driver's seat. And the stakes are just getting higher every day. Like John Mess from ChatRank says here, being the brand that an AI recommends, that's the new digital billboard. It's the prime real estate of this new economy. All right, so how do we actually do this? How do you make sure your brand gets seen by the robots? Well, research from the agency Azoma has boiled it down to a really clear, actionable, three-step framework to get your visibility back. So it really comes down to these three core ideas: heritage storytelling, structured transparency, and authoritative citations. Let's quickly break down what each of those actually means. Okay, step one. AI models are basically trained to look for something Google calls EEAT. It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. All that amazing history your brand has, your founder's story, the unique way you make your products, that's gold. You need to turn that into high-quality articles and content that an AI sees as an expert source. Number two is structured transparency. This is all about making it super easy for an AI to understand what you're selling. You've got to get a little technical here, using things like schema markup, having clear product specs. Remember that t-shirt's fabric weight? Yeah, that. And setting up your content to directly answer the questions your customers are actually asking. And finally, step three, authoritative citations.
And AI builds trust just like we do by seeing what other trusted people say. This means you need to get mentions in top-tier media, get reviews from experts in your field, and make sure your brand has a solid, well-referenced presence on places like Wikipedia, which these AI models use as a source of truth.
But look, this isn't just about showing up in a chatbot today. This is about getting ready for the next massive change in how we buy things, period.
The next wave that's coming is something called Agentic Commerce. Imagine this. You have your own personal AI agent, a little AI shopper that acts for you. It won't just find products. It'll handle the entire process, from finding the perfect thing all the way to hitting the buy button.
And that leads us to the one final massive question that every brand needs to be wrestling with right now. When these AI agents are doing all the shopping for your customers, will they even know you exist? This isn't just about marketing anymore. This is about survival.
Making sure your brand can answer that question with a yes takes a very specific strategy. Azoma was created to build that strategy, to take this threat of AI invisibility and turn it into a massive advantage. So if you're ready to be seen in this new age, it's time to book a demo and find out how.